Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a foundation review. The Balm has sent me their new foundation. I've had this for at least 2 weeks. They send me stuff and I love them for that because it makes me feel all warm and special. Anywho, they sent me this foundation. It is called Even Steven. It's whipped foundation. Now when I first took this out, I was like, what? This is tiny. Is this a concealer? The net weight is 0.045 fluid ounces or 13.4 milliliters. It's tiny. It's a little baby. But I want to tell you, I don't know if you guys can really see this. I have used this foundation several times because I wanted to give it an honest review and not a first impressions. Because when I took this out, and I'm going to show you, just a little dab, and you put it on, like, hey, holy crap, it covers so much and it goes so far, but it looked like it was gonna be dry. So I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work for me, blah, blah, blah. I'm not typically a matte foundation girl. I like semi-matte, like kind of like the double wear from Estee Lauder, like that kind of thing, or I just mix stuff in, like, and this doesn't come off. That's another thing I want to say, like, I swear this stuff is waterproof. I swear it is waterproof. I had put it on my hand that day, ran around, I took a bath, I did all these things, and the foundation was still all over my hand. I was like, what the crap? And I had to really get it. I'm gonna have to go get like a wipe to get it the rest of the way off. So I was like, okay, this has got to be long wearing, and it definitely claims to be long wearing. There's only 8 shades. It's $22 for this tiny little thing. So the shade range isn't great, but I do believe that they're actually going to be adding to it. So I decided I was gonna play with it. Brush on dry skin, don't do it. I'm just gonna save you the trouble. It will catch on things. Do not do it. Do not attempt. So in this video, I showed you guys how I apply it with a not a beauty blender. Whatever that L'Oreal sponge is that I'm obsessed with, I'm telling you, I have bought 2 more. I have not bought another beauty blender. I like my beauty blender. I use it for my blush, but like, girl, that L'Oreal sponge is alive. Anywho, back to the video. So I got this, and one other thing I want to say is, to me, light or lighter than light and light Claire, those look like they were going to be more like my skin tone, which I've changed a little bit. I have gotten a little darker, so I can't really show you guys today, but this looks like it would be more my color. When you put it on, it lightens. Instead of like darkening, it lightens. So what you think you might be, might not be at all. So the shade that actually ended up working for me right now, next week, that's a different story, but right now we are in light medium. The texture on this is very airy, very moussey. Feels super nice, but it does feel dry. I highly suggest that if you are combination or dry skin and you want to try this, you're going to need to moisturize. I moisturize with all my typical things. Then I also used my Sicily powder. I always use my Sicily powder. My Sicily primer, and then I have on Skin Refine Zone and the Milk Makeup Blur Stick because I use those all the time, so I wanted to keep it, you know, the same. But I have no issues, nothing caught anywhere. Nowhere did it catch, not even on my like little scab I have up here. Still looks nice and smooth. Longevity wise, does not move. I had no issues with it moving. I did get a little oily right around the Mark 8. More than my double wear, but not more than like my other foundations. This has amazing coverage. I'm like looking in the mirror. I just think it looks so smooth. It really, really does. Like, my pores look good right now. I am not mad at my pores. I'm like, what pores? It looks good. So I'm really happy that I tried this and I didn't go off just like the little swatch on my hand and how dry it felt, because what the NARS concealer does for my under eye, it's a matte concealer that I typically don't like matte concealers. That one is matte, but it's so smooth. I feel like this foundation does that for my face. It's really, really pretty. I'm really pleased. I think the Balm knocked it out of the park. Now they just need to add in the shades. I think they're asking people like what kind of shades they need. So go check it out, you know, figure that out, because they need more shades in this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to jump into the demo and how I put this on. You guys can see the coverage and the finish of it, and then I will come right back to you. So I've gotten a little bit of light medium on my beauty sponge. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of moussey, and I apologize. I don't know if you guys can hear the guy mowing his lawn, but I have no other options but to film now. So there's that. And you can see like right off the bat, you have got coverage. And I did not have a lot on my sponge at all. Like a little tiny bit of this goes a long way. I like to take just the excess from my sponge on my nose and my forehead, so I just don't like a lot of product there. So I always wait till last to do those areas with any foundation. And then I really don't like to cover up my tattoo. So I just barely go over just so the color is consistent and the texture all over. So basically what I did, I've used this foundation several times. You can see like it's full. I kind of pop it barely one time. Don't get too much on there. Put the excess, bump it in here, and that's all I had to do. That does my whole face, and I went down my neck some because I have to get my neck to match my face. I'm a little darker, yada yada, you guys catch the drift. But this leaves a beautiful, this is definitely matte finish. My pores look good, everything is even. It doesn't feel cakey or heavy or anything. I'm kind of impressed because when I first put this on my hand and I kind of felt the texture, I was like, oh, this is gonna be really dry on me, but it looks pretty good. I'm gonna finish off my makeup and I will come right back. So here's my makeup up close. You can see like it's so smooth. I think it looks so good, and I don't always love a completely matte finish. I have a scab right here because I picked at my skin, and it's a flake right there, and it still doesn't even look bad. I mean, you can see a little bit of texture. My blush, powder, everything, concealer, everything went on so well with this. I am shocked. This looks really good. So I am going to give this foundation 2 thumbs up. For a matte foundation to not look cakey on me is insane because I am combo and I have been fighting acne right now, so like my cheeks are a little bit drier than normal, and it still looks good. This is about the 5th time I've worn it, and I can pretty much tell you guys it's a good foundation. It is a little pricey for this tiny little thing, but tiny little bit goes a long way. I think you guys can see that from the video, like one little pat and it just goes around my entire face and just effortlessly. Anywho, that is it for this review. We can all see clearly that I think this is a good foundation, but I do want to talk to you guys about something else. It's nothing major, but you're gonna notice some things because I am going to grow out my hair. I've been thinking about it non-stop. I had a dream about it, and the dream was just kind of like solidified that I needed to do something different because I'm getting bored to tears. I've had short hair for about 3 years. I never thought I was going to say, hey, I'm gonna grow out my hair. I really didn't. I love short hair, but I've changed a lot. I used to be very dramatic with my makeup. I used to do a lot of things. I used to be younger. Not that I'm old, I know that, but I miss kind of playing with styles. I can really only wear it up or down. It's not long enough for me to put anything in it, like braids or anything, and I don't love it in my face. Like when I wear it down, it kind of drives me nuts to have bangs like in my eyes. So what I plan on doing is kind of growing it out to here. I want to go platinum blonde, not like yellow blonde, but like some edginess to it. And so it's gonna look a little crazy. Like we gotta start trying to grow this out before I mess with anything else. And so if I'm looking goofy, if I'm wearing a lot of headbands and like tiny little hats, like just know that's what I'm doing. If you guys have questions, please let me know. I can do like a little video, and I also thought about recording little pieces as I do it because it's gonna take me about a year to grow my hair out to what I want. Do not want it long. I want it to about here. I just want to be able to play with it. I want to put cute little buns on top of my head. It sounds like fun. But anywho, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.